You're up, you're live.
Okay. Hello everybody, SLR Turbo 51 over here alongside my co-commentator. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Hello. And this is Barry here as well. Hello.
Guys, here for the final round of the SLR League Season 7. It's the the A1 League. And in this final round, we have got already a big story twist with our championship winner, Jojo, not being in the final race. So today, it's anybody's game.
Yes, also, first of all, we want to apologize if the camera work can be a little bit off today, because Nene is doing the camera work because we couldn't get into our YouTube account. So, yeah, that's why we have 3 spectators now, but it shouldn't be an issue for the rest of the race. So
yeah, I'm sure it won't be. Luckily, we can just, like, see what's going on.
Yeah.
So as we actually hopefully jump on board with Cavilian, who is about to start his flying lap. I actually talked to Cavilian earlier this week, and he got a little bit more practice in than usual. So hopefully that's a good sign for this race here in Abu Dhabi. And I'm really interested to see how the quali results go now with Jojo not being here, because the rest of the grid were actually quite close. Jojo don't know how, but he always managed to get it like half a second on the rest of the grid. So it's going to be interesting to see who is going to be the big gun when it comes to qualifying.
Did you see Drunkenstein and Jacob? Disqualified from session for blocking the pit lane.
Oh my
How do you
goodness.
do that?
You basically have to stop in the pit lane. That's the only way you can do it.
Yeah, I think they had a crash beneath the tunnel. And Umuteli disqualified wrong way? What's going on?
Yeah, he spanned going through the third corner, and he went backwards on track. I was literally spectating him now.
We have 3 DSQs already.
Yeah, okay, so we've got 3. Nice. Okay, what a way to end the season already, to start the season ender, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we just quickly, I saw Cavilian, he went purple middle sector.
Yeah, he did.
Purple middle sector, now going underneath the beautiful Yaz Hotel. It's basically a lighthouse. That is just a crazy hotel.
Hell yes, Marina.
Okay, through the second to last corner, through the final one, and the benchmark lap is being set at 1 minute 34.4. Not a bad first lap, to be quite honest, here around Yaz Marina.
That's decent, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very decent lap. Oh, Owen nearly loses it coming through the penultimate corner. I just quickly saw him there in the background of one of the other drivers. And that was nuts. Owen was lucky not to lose that one there. Michael Schumacher in the wet type of moment there. That amount of rear slip.
Yes. Let's have a look at Mr. Yagisan is on a lap, I think. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is on a lap.
And I can see Robbins going through the final corner now on the medium tire, and he's 35.2. 8/10 off the soft runners. Still a pretty decent.
Look at the difference between Gamer Mark and Cavilian. It's a few 1/100ths of a second.
Yeah, 200ths of a second. That's
damn. Very tight. I think the battle for pole position is going to be absolutely nuts, because these guys, once again, with all due respect to according to rumors, the retired Jojo, the rest of the grid is really, really close. So I honestly can't tell you who I think is going to grab pole.
I think it's going to go between, indeed, Cavilian and maybe Slash?
Don't throw out Bar on pole and Yagi-san. Yagi-san has had a few excellent performances in qualifying this season so far. So you look at that. Yagi-san goes P3. Little bit off the pace there, but he did have a really bad middle sector. Let's just keep an eye on everything that's going to happen. I think we're in for a very interesting 12 minutes of qualifying.
Yeah, it's not bad for a banker lap, to be honest. The 35.2. But you might want to improve on the middle sector.
Yes, definitely. VTech just went purple first sector, but if last week is any measuring stick, you cannot always trust that little mini-map. I don't know, did you watch last week's stream?
I did not.
Okay, well, actually, during qualifying, me and Neen were just like, every single person went purple first in middle sector, but then coming into the last sector, they will be like half a second away. So we quickly realized that sometimes that thing is a little bit glitchy. So you can't always use that. But ooh, somebody's going really slow. I think Robbins might have lagged out. Where is Robbins on your screen, Barry?
Into the pits, I think. Yeah, he's
okay,
in the
my
pits.
screen. Okay, on my screen there must just be a little bit of connection lag or anything like that, but hopefully it sorts itself out for the race.
So look at VTech through the final corner. Ooh, almost running wide, and it's a 36.7.
That final curb is really a bad one. It can also easily throw you into a tag snapper, and then you can choose pit wall or barrier. So going to the final corner, you have to be careful with how much throttle you apply.
It's what we might say a bitch, basically.
Yeah,
Final corner.
yeah. You have to limit the rear slip as much as possible. Have a feather for a foot when you graze the throttle there. As actually Owen has just started a flying lap in the second Red Bull, and once again the graph shows purple first sector, but we will see if that really is the case come the end of his lap if he doesn't mess up. Flash hasn't set the time yet, but okay.
And with Owen, you never know, basically. He's usually good for a top 3, especially when Jojo's not there.
We are hammering on poor Jojo, our frickin' Season 7 A1 champion. Oh boy. But props to him, he drove spectacularly this whole season. He was always somebody in the favourites to take the win. So, well done to Jojo.
Domination, basically. That's Owen after such a purple second sector as well.
This is actually a very solid lap from Owen. He actually missed the apex of that previous left-hander, but going into the final sector, let's actually see if he keeps the car. Ooh, a little bit. I wouldn't recommend touching that outside curve before you go underneath the hotel.
Don't hit the wall here. Yeah.
Yeah, that wall's also a bitch. Into the final corner.
A little bit of a missed apex as well, but it's still a 34.6. Only 2 tenths off.
Not a bad lap. Not a bad lap. If he sorts out his middle and final sector, he can easily grab 2-3 tenths. Easily, he can easily get a pole lap here in. Still a lot that can happen. Also, actually, ooh, geez, I nearly freaking threw my phone to the ground. Beautiful.
Nice.
We welcome It's Jackie in the Williams. He is actually first time. I don't know about you if he's like an old driver coming back, but it's the first time I've seen him. And to take the famous words of Mr. Drunkenstein, who is no longer in qualifying thanks to a pit lane mishap, he has taken the seat of Jojo, and he promised that he will pee in Jojo's seat.
Alonso Button style.
Still one of the best team radios ever.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
let's have a look at Slash. He's gonna come through the final couple of corners now. Nene with a beautiful camera work still. Ooh, a little bit of a tiny tank slapper through the second to last corner. And here he goes with a 34.0. Nice.
Wow, that's a very good lap there. He takes pole with nearly 4 tenths, just under 4 tenths. That is exceptionally good lap time there. Hey, did he like get classes from Jojo or something? Is there some sort of conspiracy growing here?
I think so. Who is
Oswaldo
Romeo, by the way? I think he's a new guy as well.
Yeah, I can't remember if he raced last week. I think he did. Yes, he did. He did actually, and he scored solid points last week. Not, I would say, on pace with most of the guys, but you can see he's still learning, and he's really consistent. I will give him that. So keep an eye out for him for the lower point Spain positions. He tends to keep his nose quite clean.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a while before he catches his teammate, Mr. Yagizan, who is also currently busy with a lap heading into that middle sector chicane. Oh yeah, just that first little bit of the chicane. That's also a problem here at Diaz Marina. It's really easy to corner cut. And the track limits here are very, very strict.
I just saw that Gamer Mark was going purple through the second sector.
Hopefully it's believable.
I don't believe it.
Oh, he's actually having a solid third sector.
Yeah, he does. Ooh, really close to the wall. Nice.
Threading the needle.
Don't run too wide here. And he stays in fourth. For the traction, I think it's a 34.
Oh, he goes pole.
0.001.
Beautiful lap there from Gamer Mark. Only 4/100 separates him and Mr. P2 man, MMA Slash. So Red Bull are going to have to pull their socks up if they want to stay with this Alpha and the Racing Point. Gamer Mark and Slash have arrived.
With 6 minutes to go on Alpha's pole.
Also, Zayora was also busy with a lap. Very good lap so far. He's entering, well, he just started at the third sector. Is Robbins? Okay, Robbins is still not sorted out for me, so I'll just leave that there. Hey.
Robbins, for me, is P6.
Yeah, he's P6 on my screen, but on my screen I can't go to his name, so I can't. I'm spectating, but not the point.
Ooh, that's a bad third sector from Zero. The last couple of corners were just too cautious. Still P6 though.
That's still P6, 35-2. Only 4/100 behind Yagi-san. Ooh.
Bon Paul lost it through the first, the second left-hander.
Oh wow. Okay, so that's his lap in the bin.
Beautiful 360 by the way.
But luckily he's only on the hard tire, so he can still go a lot faster. He hasn't done a lap on the mediums or softs yet. Is Robin's lap time at this stage on your screen at 1:35.27?
Yeah.
Okay, and on the mediums.
So we're now on board with Ferret de Souza, by the way, coming through the last couple of corners. And he invalidates. No, again.
Oh no!
Oh, and he's into the bits.
Those last two corners are really, really easy to invalidate, especially that penultimate one. It really bites you in the rear if you just take too many privileges. Who's out on track actually? One pole, okay, yeah, but he's coming into the pit lane.
Cavillion is on lap.
His teammate. Oh, okay, let's see what Cavillion can do. Purple middle sector on the mini-map, but let's see if that is legit. I'm going through this triple chicane. He hits the apex perfectly on that left-hander. Now heading into these next flat-out double, well, this flat-out double right-hander, but braking hard into a very tight right-hander before you go underneath the Yaz Hotel. Very tricky section to spot your braking. If you touch the outside curb, it will send you wide. Through the final left-hander as he is already underneath the Yaz Hotel, into the penultimate corner. Very tight line. There's actually beautiful
nice
exit
line
there. Into the final corner. And he's going to come across the line, and it's going to be P1. First 33, 1 minute 33 lap time, just by the skin of his teeth. But still, also Gamer Mark is now he only missed a 33 by 2/1000ths of a second. So I think by the end of qualifying, we are definitely going to see a few 33s on the board.
It's going to be really close. With Gamer Mark
look at the
on
top
1300ths of a second, and Slash like half a tenth behind that.
Damn. And if Owen and Yagi-san sort themselves out, they can be up there with them.
It's gonna be a five-way fight, maybe.
Yeah, also don't count out Zayro. Zayro has also had a few good quality performances. Ferret de Souza has retired from the session. That's weird. Is anybody is? Here comes Slash. Did he have a crash or did he just retire? Like with the pause menu.
Didn't see it.
Oh,
yeah.
just. It looks like he just retired with the pause button, but we'll see because there was no crash on my screen. Let's actually quickly see here.
Osvaldo Romeo is coming onto the track in a beautiful pink helmet, might I add.
Ooh, there's a big moment there for Zyro.
Oh, I saw it's
No,
Jakey. Jakey into
it's
the
Jakey,
wall.
sorry, it's not Zyro. Wow, that was a massive incident. Wow. That was intense. Ooh. Okay, that was a bit scary. Jeez. Luckily, this is not real life and it's in the game. Otherwise, there would have been, I think, a little bit of...
Ball. Oh, wait, that's... never mind.
That's Owen.
I thought I saw something flashing, but okay. I think
You're
Owen
really
is going to be the
Barry.
first one of the runners to set a good lap time now.
He goes purple first sector, and on his sector timing, it is actually quicker than Cavillion's first sector. So he's definitely on a good lap. The question is, can he keep it through the final two sectors? Down the first back straight into the chicane. Keep it inside the track to not invalidate. Very beautiful run through there. He mounts that inside sausage curb very aggressively, but the F1 2019 game does not have a problem with that. Heading down this second back straight into a very, very nice triple chicane section of the track. He goes purple middle sector, basically 1.3 tenths quicker than Cavillion's time at this stage. So the Red Bull of Owen is flying at this stage. Behind him, it is Yagi-san who is busy with a lap as well. Oh, but Yagi-san just invalidated as he went through the triple chicane. Let's head back to Owen. Underneath the Yaz Hotel. Beautiful line through that double left-hander. Onto the final two corners. Don't invalidate. Keep it within on the black stuff. Very nice line through there. Into the final corner with his very spontaneous helmet. Oh, a little tag slapper coming out of the final corner. But across the line. And it is... just not good enough so far. Yagi-san, I think, is going to go for one more lap. Oh, he's just missed the timing. Just missed the timing.
Yeah, so he's
Actually,
down.
quickly see here. Next to come across the line is one of the... It's VTech.
And he was out of fuel, I think? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. That did not help. Next it is Slash.
I see Slash, yeah.
But Slash is coming into the pit lane. He has given up on his lap. Gave him off. Not, it's Robbins next.
What can he do? Can he get into the 34s? Yes, he can. 34.3.
Yes! Beautiful lap there from Robbins. It puts him above Yagi-san. As now we watch to... Okay, Juan Paul just retired. After that, it's a Williams of Zyro.
Oh, he has invalidated as well.
Playing with the... Oh, okay, invalidated. Then we've got a Mercedes. It's not Yagi-san, it's Oswaldo.
He's keeping it on the black stuff for now. To the final corner. It's a 35.6.
35.6. That gives him P8. Beautiful lap there from Oswaldo. Great quality performance there from Oswaldo.
And that's the grid.
We see... Yep, Owen is invalidated in his final lap. And wow. Jeez Louise, this is a very tight top three between Cavillion, Gamermark and Slash.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
Three drivers within half a tenth, almost.
Yeah. And when it comes to the top seven, you know, our formation lap guessing, well, speculation of who's going to win, I honestly don't know who to choose.
I have no clue, man.
Oh, this is going to be a very tough one to guess. Thank goodness we don't have money to put on it.
Yeah, true.
And, yeah, run us quickly through the top 10 as quali.
Osvaldo Romeo in P8. We have Muggern and VTech rounds off the top 10. And then we have both Renaults of Packaging and Bois and Paul. Bois and Paul is not going to be happy with that. He only set a time on the hardest. And then we have Jakey and the rest set no time, basically. A lot of weird disqualifications. And Ferret de Sousa without a time. So there we have it.
Yeah, that's gonna... Oh, we are in for a cracking final race of the season. Hopefully, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix we are commentating tonight provides more than the real life Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, which most of the time is a little bit of a bore to watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is.
The last time I can remember a very good Abu Dhabi Grand Prix was the fight between Hamilton and Rosberg back in 2016. That's the final time I really enjoyed an Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Otherwise than that, the only thing I can remember that's memorable is me peeing my eyes out in 2018 when Alonso retired. But that's about that.
Peeing my eyes out. Nice.
Oh, dude. I cried like a little kid. I'm crazy about Alonso. That was just like, nope, not happening. Not happening, and then it happened.
Do you think he's going to come back to Renault for next year?
I'm not going to lie, I want him to, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think
Yeah,
Renault
same.
can provide him with a championship-winning car that he wants. So even though I want him back with everything in me, I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's more set on winning the Indy 500. So we'll see. Okay, as the formation lap starts, Barry, what is your predictions for this race?
I don't know. Come on, man.
I'm going to guess as well.
I'm going to say it's a Red Bull 1-2, and the order I'm not going to disclose. And Game of Mark is going to get P3.
Okay, I'm going to do a top 5. I actually think it's also going to be a Red Bull 1-2, but if I'm going to put my money on anybody, I'm going to put it on Owen. He's hungry for a win, that's clear.
Yeah, he is.
Just his luck this season and his consistency has not been up to it. But let's see if he can round out Abu Dhabi. He looked good in qualifying, so I'm going Owen P1, Kavilian P2, I'll say slash P3, and it's going to be a battle between Yagi-san and Gamer Mark for P5. So I think we're in for a very interesting race.
Yeah, I hope so. It's not going to rain, that's for sure. In the middle of the desert.
I actually wish that they kept the coding in the game that it could rain at Abu Dhabi, because when the F1 2019 game released, there was actually a coding in the game that it could rain around Yas Marina. So I actually wish that they kept that in. I think a wet race around this track would be immensely interesting.
Yeah, it could rain. It happened to me once in a race. We had a full wet quali, I think. Which was weird.
Damn. Yeah, but how long ago was that?
It's like a few months ago, I think.
Yeah, because
So
as far as I know,
still in the race, in the game.
Yeah, but as far as I know, they decreased the percentage of rain a lot around here. Like you've got like a 5% chance.
Yeah.
But still, we can just hope. Our curse has been broken. We have to reinvigorate the curse come season 8, Barry. We can't slack like this.
Yeah, we have to.
Okay. I opened the stream. I welcomed everybody. So you have the privilege of taking us as we start the race.
Yes, finally.
I talk too much. I know. Stop judging.
Okay. So we have
I heard that little.
The second Haas is also on the grid now, by the way, by Convex Popeye, who joined midway through a quali. So we have 18 drivers. And here we go with the lights, I think.
One day on a rainy day.
Yeah,
there we go.
2 lights, 3, 4 lights. I don't see any lights anymore. And we're off for the last Grand Prix of this season. And Kevin is going to take a commanding lead into the first corner. We have Slash going around the outside of Gamer Mark already. Up at the P2. Let's look a bit further down the back of the grid. I think Robbins might gonna lose a position to Yagi-san here. Yagi-san goes for it. Thinks the better of it. Oh, and someone's gone off. It's Slash still, and he already gets a 30-second penalty. That's not gonna do good for this race.
Oh, Owen is nearly round.
Yeah, and Robbins is round. Robin is all the way at the back. Don't really know what happened to him. Here we have almost a 3-wide moment between both Mercedes drivers and the Red Bull. It's Owen for now who takes the fourth place. And Osvaldo doing very good in P6 now. 0 right at the back of him. Can he make a move? He's thinking about it. Yagi-san as well going for the inside, but Oswaldo blocks it. So good defending, and all of a sudden VTech comes around the outside. And he gets pushed right by Braun Paul.
One of the Renaults forces the Ferrari of Mugen off the road. That was Braun Paul. He forced Mugen off the road.
As Gamermark already picks up a penalty. And
massive crash in the background! Massive crash between Umutelli and the McLaren of Ferrer de Souza. Umutelli is round. There was massive contact there at the back.
And it's another safety car. Skavilian says the fastest lap for now.
Umutelli is still going, but I think he's going to have to pit. Yes, he is. He's diving it into the pit lane.
Some fight
as we ended the first lap. There's a lot of fighting going on in the midfield. But at the end of the first lap, it is Kavilian leading the way with just over a second to Slash and Gamermark in P3. Kavilian has had an exceptional start to this race so far.
As Robbins retires from the session already. I think he just gave up. Let's have a look at Zero is pretty close. My timing is a bit fucked, so everyone is on the timing sheet way closer than in real life. As Yagi-san dives up the inside of Owen. A little bit of contact, a little bit of rubbing. Still side by side. Still no DRS, of course. And here we go again.
Yagi-san seems to have the speed.
He's gonna go for it. Owen still hangs it around the outside. A little bit of contact, a little bit of rubbing. And he holds the position for now.
Beautiful running there. Barry, actually, now that we're in the race, what do you think the strategies are going to be? Are these guys going to go for the simple one-stop and just eke it out on the hard? Or do you think they should go for a little bit of a gamble and go for the aggressive two-stop?
I think this is usually a one-stop track. I thought it was just a soft to medium and then lap 10 pitting or something. But I can't remember. It's been a while.
The mediums with the standard multiplayer cars don't go too long. I don't think they will be able to do a one-stop from softs to mediums. I have been wrong before in the future. In the past. In the future. Brilliant, Turbo. Idiot. But I think some of these guys don't have anything to lose. I mean, like, say for instance, Slash and Gamermark. If they want to catch Kavilian, go for a gamble and go for a two-stop. You will be on the fastest rubber and you'll be able to push the entire race.
That's true. Yagi-san with a little love tap to Owen.
Oswaldo is also defending from Braun Paul.
Outside or inside? He's going to go for the outside. Brakes really late. Does the switchback. Oswaldo runs wide. And he picks him off around the outside. GG. But is Oswaldo coming back? Yes, he is.
Keep an eye on Zero as well. In that Williams right behind them. Oswaldo around the outside. Will he have to stick the move? He is on the softer compound.
A little bit of contact.
Goes to the inside. Ooh! That's a big cut there from Braun Paul.
A lot of warnings already being issued out, I think.
I'll check the penalty situation when we get closer to the race. I think we're going to have a few penalties come the end of this race.
Yeah, same.
As now we end lap 3. Kavilian is in a demanding lead with 2.4 seconds over Slash, and Gamermark a further 1.5 seconds behind Slash. So if Owen wants to catch up to the leading 3, he's going to have to make done with Yagi-san. Otherwise, Yagi-san's just going to keep pressurizing him and make him keep losing time.
Yagi-san, a little bit of contact from the left rear.
Yagi-san seems to have very good pace here around Abu Dhabi. He might be the one that wants to go catch the leaders.
Maybe with a two-stop. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. There's a lot of stuff that can happen here in this final round here of Season 7. Actually, quickly want to check.
And Braun Paul has caught up with the Yagi-san as well. Braun Paul's really quick on those mediums.
Where did he squeeze his pace from?
It's a 3-wide moment.
Oh!
Braun Paul, a little bit of contact once again.
Yagi-san was early on the brakes. Beautiful from Yagi-san.
And he gets
round the outside. He will have the speed now.
And they both will have DRS on Owen. Sitting duck
Ooh,
situation.
who gets the slipstream? It is Yagi-san. Oh, who do we follow? Come on! Beautiful defending there from Owen as Yagi-san actually breaks really early.
Right
but look at Juan Paul!
Nice. On the mediums as well.
Beautiful move there on Owen. Juan Paul is flying on those mediums.
Zero meanwhile overtaken Oswaldo.
You can't really miss Oswaldo with that very bright pink helmet in a silver Mercedes. I think he might have mistaken the racing point for the Mercedes.
Yeah. And Jaggis and Owen are gonna just go ahead where they left off. And Juan Paul is into the distance already, and Owen pits.
Oh, Owen is coming into the pit lane.
So that's gonna be a two-stop, I think. Yellow in sector 3.
Unless he goes to the hards. I'll stay on board with Owen and quickly see what he goes for.
I think Muggern was wide, and that's why we had a...
He's onto the medium, so it's definitely a two-stop for Owen. As what happened to Slash? What has happened to Slash? Slash is round. The P2 man is round. We missed that completely.
Yeah, I did. He still has his front wing.
He might have just lost it going through the S's. That's all I can think.
Yeah, I think so too.
So the comeback drive begins. As also it's Jackie pitted, and he is now onto the hard, so he will be going to the end of this race. As well as Jacob is into the pit lane onto a set of medium, so he will be two-stopping as far as my knowledge goes. But now Kavilian has got a very, very nice buffer to give him Mark and P2, and he can just take it easy on those tires, and he can do the solid one-stop strategy from softs to hards, and then just ease it to the end.
Unless a safety car can cause some mayhem, you never know.
Also true, if we factor in the safety car coming out this race, the two-stop will be the faster strategy.
Owen has come out just in front of Popeye. But I think he overtook him, I don't know.
I actually didn't see where Owen was, but in any case, he's going to be very fast now on those fresh mediums. Let's see, Kavilian does not go into the pit lane. Neither does Gamer Mark or Juan Paul. Drunkenstein is actually doing really good in that seat of the open seat of Jojo as Muggin dives it into the pit lane to get rid of those soft tires. Muggin gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I'm sure he's not going to be happy about that.
No, he's not.
Okay, let's quickly see Owen. Slash is also into the pit lane.
Safety car.
Oh, we have a safety car. It is one of the Renaults. One of the Renaults. Package hit the wall there at the end of the hotel section. Coming out of the second left-hander, he hit the wall, and the safety car has been deployed. This is going to screw over everybody who has come into the pit lane so far. Meaning Owen, VTech, Slash, Muggern, and Jackie, as well as Jacob. Ooh, now things are going to get spiced up a lot. If I was Kavilian, I'll pit right now.
Yeah, of course.
It'll be stupid not to go into the pit lane now.
And it's going to be awkward for Jaggis and Osvaldo. Because they share a pit box. And they're only 5 seconds apart.
Yeah, hopefully those two guys are in a party together so they can have a little bit of a talk, eh? But I think it's still worth it to double stack. Even though the game does it a bit slower, it's still worth it to double stack.
Yeah, it is.
As Kavilian is into the pit lane. The thing is, will Bar on pole follow these guys? Because he's on a different strategy. Let's see. Yes, he does. He dives into the pit lane with the number 2 Renault. But what tires are he going to choose for his next stint?
I see Kavilian going onto the mediums. So he's going to do a 2-stop as well. At least I think so.
Juan Paul is going on to a second set of mediums, so he's definitely still banking on the 2-stop. Gamer Mark is also onto the mediums, still out ahead of Juan Paul.
Zero as well to the mediums. Yeah, everyone's going medium.
Yeah, everyone's going mediums. Okay, as everybody let's just make sure when everybody's behind the safety car where everybody just slots into the race. But while it is the safety car quickly looking at the constructors. Not all the positions in the constructors championships are sealed just yet. I'm looking at the constructors. There is still a battle for P5 between Alfa Romeo and Toro Rosso. Toro Rosso at this stage are in P5 with 122 points, and and Jacob and VTech are both flying the flag for Toro Rosso, but at this stage Toro Rosso only have 4 points to their name with VTech in P8. Gamer Mark, if he stays in P3, will definitely take P5 in the championship for Alfa Romeo. And below that, there's still a battle for P7 between 3 teams. Basically, Ferrari, Williams, and Mercedes are all 3 teams within 3 points of one another. It's not looking good for Ferrari or McLaren thus far. But looking at Williams, Zairo can make Williams jump all the way from P8 to P7, and that'll be a good way to end of the season for that team.
So you now see Dragonstein in P2 with the SLR F1 mediums. He didn't choose to pit.
He's going for track position.
It'll be interesting to see how long he can last with those mediums.
He's the only one that didn't pit. Him and Umuteli. Umuteli also didn't pit. Umuteli is still out on 5-lap old mediums. But he had an accident in the first lap with that whole Ferrari thing with Ferrer de Souza. And I think he might be going on to a set of hards next time and just pushing through to the end of the race.
Yes.
Okay, the safety car is coming around for one more lap. And
boring.
The order has been shuffled up a lot now. I think Slash will be very pleased with this because now he's got the chance to get solid points again, as he is actually diving it into the pit lane as I go on board with him.
He is.
What do you think is the idea behind that?
He's gonna go for hards, I think.
Yeah, to just push through to the end. I think that'll be the smartest thing to do. Yep, it is the hard tires. And he's also serving
penalty, yeah.
This is actually a very smart choice from Slash. He's got to drop him all the way to the rear of the grid, but he doesn't have to pit again. The hards will easily do 20 laps, easily.
And Jacob pits for the softs. That's a weird move.
Yeah, the last time he tried this, I think it was back at Hungary. No, it was at Spa. It blew up a bit in his face. He had that massive crash.
As Popeye now gets a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Umatelli.
That'll probably get removed because I don't think that he hit him that hard. I mean, he doesn't even have front wing damage, does Popeye. So there's probably a penalty that will get removed at the end of the race.
Yeah, true. So it could not have been that severe.
Yeah, nobody is round or there's broken front wing parts or anything like that. So that's just F1 2019 being F1 2019. Okay, it's also, now that Slash has got into the pit lane, it's going to be interesting to see if the hards actually have pace, or if they are as atrocious around Yas Marina as at most of the other tracks.
Yeah, at most tracks the hards are not the tire you want to be on.
Okay, one thing that I think is Jacob is immediately going to overtake Slash. If I was Slash, I would just let him through. There's no point in fighting somebody on 2 compounds softer than you. So, the thing for Slash now is he has to keep his nose clean till the checkered flag. He can't afford any bumps or spins or anything like that. He's gonna have to play it safe.
Yeah, true.
Will the safety car be coming in this lap? No notification just yet.
Ah, there it is.
Yes, it is. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we're getting ready to go back racing. Very interesting top 7, top 8. To be quite honest, a lot of different teams, a lot of different caliber drivers. Let's see when Cavillion bolts away. I think he's gone. Yes, he's gone.
There he goes.
He's in high of the ERS, and he's already pulled a second on Drunkenstein. That's Gamer Mark. Bloody hell! How did he keep a hold of that coming out of the final corner? He's playing Formula D, not Formula 1. Oh, where's Juan Paul going?
Oh, around the outside, Juan Paul has wing damage.
I wonder where he sustained that.
He's missing an end plate. Oh, a little bit of contact again. Drunkenstein. Juan Paul going for the outside.
Oh, around the outside.
A little bit of contact again, and here he goes.
Okay, once again, DRS has been disabled thanks to the safety car. We will have to wait for 4 racing laps before we see the reactivation of DRS. It is actually Brian Paul and Drunkenstein side by side heading into the middle sector chicane. Here comes Owen, who snaps an opportunity, and he's around the outside. Beautiful move there from Owen to get his Red Bull up into P4. And now also Yagi-san is trying to size up a move on Drunkenstein. Drunkenstein is falling like a rock in water at this stage. He lets Yagi-san pass. VTech also has a little look there, but he gets his nose cut right off.
Safety car. Nee, yellow flag, I mean. Zero is round.
Jeez, don't give me a heart attack again. We barely got racing again.
Sorry.
Zaira was round and he made contact with one of the Ferraris because one of the Ferrari parts is laying there on track. It's either Umuteli or Muggins' front wing end plate. I'll quickly have a look on the Ferrari to tell you who it is. It is Muggin. Okay.
Who is already on the hard, but he's going into the pits. Oh, this could be tasty.
Wasted opportunity there for Muggin.
Slash at the back of Umuteli. And Ferret de Sasa right behind him.
As Owen has to put foot to the floor if he wants to catch Brian Paul, because he can't afford to let Brian Paul get away, especially with front wing damage. But Brian Paul is pushing like an absolute stabbed rat. It's crazy. Where is he getting his pace from? Who does the fastest lap belong to at this stage?
Popeye now retires. And a virtual safety car, as we call that.
The fastest lap at this stage does belong to Cavilian, but then it is Brian Paul as far as... Yes, it is Brian Paul, no. It's actually Gamer Mark, but Brian Paul is not far away from that, so Brian Paul is definitely having very good pace here around Abu Dhabi. Okay, virtual safety cars. So we've had 2 safety cars so far this race, before we've even completed lap 10. As we're back to green flag racing, Yagi-san is in P5 now. We're pressurizing Owen. It seems like we've got a Yagi-san v Owen fight for this final race here in Abu Dhabi. Red Bull v Mercedes, it never gets old.
Osvaldo and Drunkenstein as well.
Yeah, I think Drunkenstein is starting to struggle on those mediums.
Already after 9 laps.
Either that, or he's just really feeling the pressure very hard. As look at Jacob on those fresh soft tires, is already up into P11 of this race. And as we get the DRS re-enabled for this race. Wow, okay, Jacob is really pushing very hard. Oh, watch out to run into the back of Umuteli. This is going to be a 3-1 fight when we get to the straight eventually, because Jacob is closing really quickly on those soft tires. Into the chicane and now heading into the famous Yaz hairpin. Very, very close. Oh, Jacob was playing with the track limits there a lot. Beautiful helicam on my screen. Don't know about you guys. But the rear flap will open for Slash. Okay, actually, Umuteli also has it off of Drunkenstein ahead of him. But they can't forget about Jacob in the background. Nobody's going for a dive just yet.
It's a bit boring, really. Come on. Here we go. Slash on the outside. And Jacob's going to mix in the body as well.
Ooh, onto the brakes, very close there. Mugger and Slash make a little bit of contact, but Slash is through. Here comes Jacob around the outside. Nearly runs into the back of Slash there. It takes good avoiding action. He gets forced off the road by Umuteli there. Heading to this next part, it's very close between them. Ooh, guys, give each other space. Oh, the Ferrari is round. He's round. Oh, and he takes out Jacob. What happened there? He just lost the rear end completely as he went off track there.
Oh, and he just took him out. Jacob took Umuteli out.
I think Jacob has a little bit of he had a little bit of a rage there.
Well, that's going to be a ban.
Yep,
and
definitely.
Car again.
Look how perfect the safety car is for Drunkenstein. As he came into the pit lane, the safety car has been deployed, as well as for Ferret de Souza and Zero. Also, both Williams. Williams are double stacking with Zero and Jackie.
I've saved the video
We
clip,
started
so it's
with
on. So we got it. Yeah.
We will see in the group chat now. Yeah, Umuteli is already really upset about that. He's already saying, "Are you kidding me?" Oh boy. Okay, so with this with the third safety car, basically.
Welcome to the blacklist. Yeah, indeed. We do not condone those kind of drivers here. So bye. All right, back to the order of the day.
Yeah, it's never nice to see a driver react like that due to an innocent incident. But everybody rather better not to talk about that. With the new safety car, this has benefited Drunkenstein, Zairo, Ferris Souza, and it's Jackie and Morgan didn't come into the pit lane. Just those 4 drivers a lot, because as they dove in, the safety car was deployed. So they lost positions, but they are going to be bunched up once again. And Drunkenstein has put on the soft tires.
Okay, that's a bold move.
He will have to pit again, but if he goes really aggressive, he can pull this off. So it is still Cavillion leading the way from Gaber Mark and P2, Boan Paul and P3, who dives into the pit lane.
And Yagizan into the bits.
As well as Yagizan. VTech is now going to inherit P3. Let's see what tires they actually go on to. I'm interested to see.
I think VTech has lagged out. Did he lag out for you or no?
Yeah, he's lagged out for me as well. He's a ghost. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
he has really not had the best connection luck this season. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so Owen is out on mediums.
Behind Owen and Yagizan.
You remember he had to replace his front wing. He had front wing damage.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, so it's Owen now on P4, Yagis on P5, Brian Paul is now on P6, but on the hard tires. So he is definitely going to the end. I'm not sure about Owen and Yagizan. Drunkenstein is now P7, Slash P8, Zero P9, and Oswaldo still having a solid race in P10. He is also on brand new hard tires. Let's actually see. It's one of the worst things to sit behind the safety car in an F1 car because it's so slow. You feel like you're driving a freaking GT car.
It feels like you're driving a milk truck.
Yeah. And not here. Tire temperatures aren't the issue here around Riaz Marina, but some of the tracks sitting behind the safety car can really drop your temperatures. And if you're not careful on the restart, you're just gonna have days of wheel spin. So it's always a thing to keep an eye on your temperatures. As actually now VTech is starting to fall behind because he's lagged out. Everybody's just overtaking him under safety car.
Yeah,
hopefully he can reconnect soon.
They're going to get penalties for that. Oh, there he is.
Did he just rejoin?
Well, he's not a ghost anymore for me, so I don't know.
I'm on a really crappy camera angle. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. He's not a ghost on my screen as well. Okay, so VTech's back and he's gonna go continue in P5. What more do you want? Okie dokie, the safety car. Oh, staying out another lap. Come on, safety car! Go away! Freaking hell, I want to see some racing. It's the final race of the season. Come on. Oh, we've had some good action so far. Few of the drivers are a little bit hesitant on their moves, but no, not too bad. Too bad action.
Just replying.
Oswaldo, no, it's fine. I saw the message from Neen, so that is 100% from my side. Oswaldo has come into the pit lane to strap on a new set of medium tires. He is now all the way down to P13, but let's hope everything goes up for him. Now, that's why as soon as I saw it, I was like, what? So let's see what Oswaldo's plan is. It might work out, might not. Because at the end of this lap, the race will have reached half distance. And I think if you really stretch the mediums, you can end, you will be able to drag them to the end now. So I just think Juan Paul didn't have any fresh mediums left. I think that's why he opted for the hards. But he will have better pace at the end of the race.
Yeah, maybe at the end of the race he needs to get back on the softs again. You never know.
No, you never know. Can be a strategy. As we're just quickly watching Umuteli in the comments, it is very clear that Umuteli just spanned. There was not enough room on track. He went off track and he lost the rear end. That was an honest mistake there. As the safety car is glitching a bit, it's already coming in this lap, but it's gone at the end of the second sector. So these guys are going to be cruising along for about half a minute. Sorry guys, just have some patience. Oh boy. Okay, and our prediction of having a Red Bull 1-2 is nearly there. The only car standing in between them is the Alfa Romeo of Gamer Mark.
Yeah, please bugger off. No,
for Gamer Mark's sake, I hope he does good. He has had a really unlucky season as well, a few times this season. So a good result would feel good to end of the season.
Yeah, true indeed. Alright, it's almost time to go. Let's see if Kevin can make another lightning restart.
He's waiting a bit longer. There he goes, he bolts. He knows how to... damn. Okay, back to green flag racing, guys. That is Kevin leading the way already by 8/10. Gamer Mark P2. He's got definitely going to be under pressure from Owen in P3 on brand spanking new medium tires. Down the rest of the grid. Also, Slash is really close to the rear of Drunkenstein, who was caught napping on the restart. But Drunkenstein is on those fresh soft tires. He might be a little bit of an immovable object. Oh, as Jackie goes really wide. And Muggin is round again. That is the third time this race that Muggin has gone round. This guy can just not catch a break. He's also got front wing damage.
It's going to be an expensive weekend for Mattia Binotto.
Yeah, definitely.
As Juan Paul now picks up VTEC. And he's up into P5.
Okay, VTEC on the rear of Juan Paul.
Well. Here comes VTEC again, the outside of Juan Paul.
Oh, the Toronto just has to stick behind the Renault for now.
Great defending from Juan Paul. And at the top we have Owen, who's gonna make a move on Gamer Mark maybe into the third sector.
Ooh, that's a risky place to go for a move. Oh, Mark's wide.
And here
underneath the hotel, Owen and Yogi-san smell blood, and even the Alpha is like a little bit of a blood red. Let's see what happens here. Here we go. Juan Paul gets a 3-second. There we go. Track limits playing their part. As these guys are actually not letting Kevin get away too badly, but Kevin is also on those worn mediums. I think that's why Owen and Yagisa want to get past, because they're on fresher tires. Okay, DRS is not yet enabled, but the first back straight is quite a long one. If you get a good exit coming out of the hairpin, you will have enough speed to pass a car with just the slipstream. How much ERS does
also really close.
Owen has... Slash and VTEC. Oh! Slash up the inside. Going back to the battle with Owen and the Gamer Mark. Here comes Owen. He is on the inside for the first part of the chicane. Who's better on the brakes? It is Owen, and Gamer Mark just actually doesn't defend that too aggressively. And as you predicted, it is a Red Bull 1-2.
And Zero is
beautiful move there from Slash as well.
Let's look at Osvaldo.
Here comes...
And Ferret de Sousa is going to go for a move on Dragestein on the inside. Dragestein leaves some space. Yeah, and he picks him off still.
Beautiful driving there from the guys to leave each other space.
And the Red Bull 1-2 is a fact. For now.
Oh yes, the question is now, can Owen catch up to his teammate with 6 lap younger tyres? As now also Yagizan is pressuring the living daylights out of Gamer Mark. Gamer Mark does not know where to defend anymore. He was a little bit sketchy in going into a few corners into Sector 3. I think he is starting to get a little bit flustered as DRS is once again enabled. And the gap between Cavalian and Owen is just over a second. It's now down to 9/10. So Owen will have DRS if it stays like this.
I've checked the penalty situation. Cavalian only has 1 warning. Owen has 3 warnings. No penalty. And Game Mark already has 2 penalties. So that's gonna weigh in for the lead as well. Yagi-san currently gaining on Game Mark as well. Zero is on the back of VTech. A lot of shit happening on the first straight. Zero's gonna go for a move, no doubt. He's gonna go on the inside. And he
picks on the
him
brakes.
off.
Beautiful.
Left VTech just enough room. Yeah, solid move. Slash now at the back of Ball and Paul. It's gonna go for the outside. Outside move, medium
Oh,
tires.
Yagi-san gets Game Mark.
And Yagi-san gets Game Mark as well. And slashes around the outside of Ball and Paul and picks up P5.
Wow, beautiful driving here.
Spins his way into P5.
Damn, okay. Now we've got Slash charging, we've got Owen charging, and Yagi-san. Ooh, Cavalian might fall all the way
And
down to
VTech
P4.
VTech has spun.
No.
Okay.
Oh, he gave up. I think VTech was just calling it an evening and calling it a season. So, now going back to the constructors, now that Toro Rosso are not going to get any points, we've got Muggard in P12, and also the Williams of Zero is now in P7. I'm quickly going to have a gander here.
Owen really close behind Owen, behind the Cavalian.
Okie dokie. Okay. With Toro Rosso both DNFing, Game & Mark, if he finishes where he is now, he will seal P5 for Alfa Romeo. So Alfa Romeo can still come away with the top 5
Owen
finish here. If Game & Mark stays in this.
Around the outside.
What a move!
Picks him off basically.
Not even... Yeah, before we get to the corner, Owen is already past Cavalian. But can Cavalian come back at him with DRS now once again? I think he's too far behind already.
Oswaldo
And
also
yes,
with a nice
that
move on
is...
Ferret. But yeah, Cavalian is just a little bit too far from Owen. So now Owen, all he needs to do is 10 more laps.
Oof,
and then
Ferret on the outside of Oswaldo. And Ferret is into P9. Ferret is into P9. Okay, let's quickly check this out. Okay, so Ferrari don't have any points at this stage. Williams have got what's P7? P7 is 6 points, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Okay, so if Williams, then they will take P7 from Ferrari. But now you have to look at Ferret. He will also. They are drawn with Williams, and he will get 2 points. So that means that McLaren will draw Ferrari. No, they will not. They will miss them by 1 point. So as things stand, Williams will take P7, Ferrari P8, and McLaren will stay in P9 unless Ferret can get that McLaren higher up with in the field. So it is really nip and tuck for a lot of these teams.
It's a tense last 9 laps. And Cavalian has already fallen out of the 1 second gap.
And he's now being chased by Yagi-san in the Mercedes. Mr. Yagi-san, sir!
Look at Slash.
On the back of Mark. Here we go. DRS is open. The Racing Point is a strong car in a straight line. He's not going to be close now, but I think on the next straight he will be close enough if he's good coming out of the chicane. Okay, he's tucked up right underneath the gearbox of that Alpha. Smelling the gearbox oil. Come on the inside of Game & Mark, and that is Slash up into P4 with a beautiful move. These top guys are actually racing really cleanly. They are doing an absolutely splendid job. It's beautiful to watch this good amount of racing.
It's beautiful to watch. Really the standard that we want to uphold at SLR.
Definitely. No, that move from Jacob was just... No, you don't do that.
Yeah.
that just sucked.
Let's not make any more words on it. And as the sun sets for the last 8 laps of this season, is Owen going to take a win finally again?
Yeah, and actually Kavilian is back within 1 second, so Kavilian has started to push a little bit harder, and Yagi-san is also really close to this fight. The gap just went over a second again from Kavilian to Owen, but Kavilian is actually, he's keeping Owen honest, he's keeping him honest. The two teammates maybe go to war for this final round here of Season 7.
And then on much older tires. Decent.
As Kavilian did get DRS, his rear flap is open. I've got this beautiful camera on the engine cover, looking to behind.
Owen a little bit wide through the first apex. Picks up DRS again. Basically staying with his teammate.
Oswaldo was also battling as Oswaldo was nearly around there. Luckily decided to back out of that, which was a good choice on his part. As they are now still battling away. Will De Souza go for a move up on the outside? Yes, he does. Oh, they bang a little bit of wheels there. But it is still now De Souza P10, Oswaldo P9. So Oswaldo defends beautifully there.
Owen has a penalty.
Racing. And Owen picks up a penalty. That could be interesting for Kavilian if he stays within 3 seconds now.
Definitely. Does Kavilian have a penalty? Let me quickly check.
Let's have a look. Yeah, we just heard from our cameraman. He did pick up a penalty in the final lap.
Yes, he did.
And Kavilian is only on 1 warning. So
yeah, Kavilian is only on 1 warning.
Could still be interesting, but those tires are gonna wear out pretty soon in the final 5 laps.
Definitely, and also we can't forget about Yagi-san. I just quickly checked his race director. Yagi-san also has 0 penalties so far.
As Bo and Paul picks up a penalty as well, now into P6.
Protect Mosquito. Sorry, Mosquito on here in front of my screen. It keeps bothering me. Luckily, I killed it now.
Nice.
Mosquito murderer.
Safety car.
Okay.
Why?
What? Why do we have a safety car?
What happened?
Nobody spanned. There's no crash.
Huh.
That's weird.
We got a safety car for your Mosquito, I think.
I think so. Okay, so it's official. When I say Mosquito murderer, there will be a safety car. Need to remember that for the future.
Yep.
Okay, now the question is, what are the guys going to do with their tire strategies? Do you pit and go onto a set of softs to finish this race strong? Or do you stick it out there and keep track position?
I think Kavilian is going to go for the softs, if he has a new set. And I think Game and Mark is going to do the same. I don't think Owen and Yagi-san are going to pit.
Oh, Red Bull are double stacking.
Well.
Red Bull are double stacking.
And Slash as well. Game and Mark as well. Bo and Paul as well.
The pit lane is going to be nuts. The pit lane is going to be crazy. This is going to screw over Kavilian a lot.
Everyone is in, except for Jakey maybe. And this brings back Mugger, you know.
Oh,
he
I know why there was a safety car. Somewhere along the line, Jackie had a moment because he's driving around with no front wing. So Jackie must have had a moment somewhere, and then it just triggered the safety car.
Okay. So now Kavilian has lost out massively.
Yeah, it is now Owen leading the way from Yagi-san. So we've still got the Owen Yagi-san battle in our midst. Then we've got Slash P3, Bon Pole P4, Mark P5. Kavilian has dropped all the way down to P6. The pole man is not going to be in a good mood after that. Zero P7, Drunkenstein P8, De Souza P9, and Oswaldo is still in P10 in that bloody Mercedes. How? He's really been so consistent.
This is good news for Muggen, because he's still in the race. He's still going, and he is now at the back of the pack again. Almost.
Hopefully he doesn't spin again, because I think Mattia Bonozzo is going to yank his hair out of his head. The little hair that he does have, he's going to yank out. Okie dokes. Okie dokes. Okay. I don't know about you, did you just quickly see the messages from Neen on the PlayStation app?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So we're doing interviews after the race of the top 3. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Okay, awesome. Okie dokes. Let's see who we're gonna have the interviews with.
Is it gonna be
We've
2
still
Red Bull
got
drivers? Is it gonna be 1?
Hopefully Owen can keep it together, unlike his little bottle in Singapore. But I will be really happy for Owen if he can pull this off. He has really had a torrid season when it comes to his luck. It just hasn't worked out for him whatsoever. Our American Grand Prix race from the Yagi-san can maybe get his second win of the season if stuff works out for him. We've got Slash, we've got Juan Paul, who's, I feel like, the Joker in this whole situation, the Joker card. We've got Gamer Mark, who's always up there, and you've got a very, if I would have to guess, a very angry Cavilian coming from P6.
Yeah. The only thing is Juan Paul has already 2 penalties, I think, so I don't think he's going to go for the win. But you
Okay, let's quickly see. I'll quickly check. Juan Paul, bloody hell, wrong driver. He's actually got four penalties. Okay, he's in a bet sport. He's got 4 penalties.
Yeah, that's one hell of a joker.
Yeah, Owen's got 1. Yagi-san has still got 0. So Yagi-san at this stage is basically in the lead. You, dude, quickly go onto the race director and see how many pit stops there has been this race. It's crazy. Slash has got a 5-second penalty, but which he did serve earlier in the race with that random pit stop from hards to mediums. So Slash has got no penalties. No, wait. There is one. He's got 1 3-second penalty. And then go to Parker. We already were on one. Paul Gamer Mark has got 3 penalties, and Cavilian has got none. So it's between Cavilian and Yagi-san, in my opinion, if we look at P1 and P2.
Safety car in this lap, and Juan Paul gets a 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits. What?
Okie dokes.
How did he do that?
Yeah, we will not know.
I think that one can be removed.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened there. I was still going out of the race director menu, so probably just F1 2019 once again being F1 2019. Is the safety car coming in this lap? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, 5 laps left of nail-biting racing, we hope. Let's end of the season with a blast, Barry. Let's go. Come on, boys.
4 laps.
Pedal to the metal.
And is Owen going to do the same as Cavilian?
Let's see. He's gonna... Jackie gets a 5-second penalty.
And there
he bolts now! And we are racing for the final 5 laps here in Yas Marina. Who is gonna take the win? We've got 6 possible drivers that can take the win here today. Whoa, we will see who's going to get this done. We've got Red Bull, Mercedes, Racing Point, Renault, and Alfa Romeo battling for the win here today. 5 constructors. Let's see. Owen got a fantastic bolt over the line. He is lit Yagi-san for dead. Ooh.
Dives it down the inside almost. And a little bit of contact. Wide, spinning, all kinds of shit.
Oh boy, Slash is not going to appreciate that from Juan Paul, but hopefully he can keep that Racing Point ahead. And as Oswaldo has retired from the station, as well as Ferry de Souza.
I missed that, but yeah.
Wondered what happened there.
Don't know what happened. He won't get any points, Oswaldo.
Which is a shame because he was driving brilliantly today. As Yagi-san is trying to get back onto Owen. Here comes... Oh, Juan Paul! He stays behind the Racing Point 4 now, but...
Cavilian picks off Gamer Mark.
Okay, well, Cavilian is on a charge. There's too much happening for us to see what's going on everywhere.
Because Juan Paul is going to go for the inside, a little bit of contact again with Slash. But he must know that he has so much penalties he can't win, so... Yeah, this is basically useless if you're fighting this much.
Yeah, the only way he can win is if these front guys have a massive incident with one another and it just releases him right back into the lead. That's the only way.
As Owen now sits
As Owen just sits the fastest lap of the GP.
And now it's Pavilion.
Oh wow, Cavilion, okay, steals that immediately from owner, the 37.002.
Oh,
through the S's.
Almost spins and he loses the
Slash,
position.
no! Not again! Not again!
He's still in it.
Oh, luckily he still kept it in a straight line, but that has now given Juan Paul a free position on track. As Yagizan is 7. Oh, Cavilion! Guys, keep your front wings intact. Next lap we will have DRS reactivated once again. Yagizan is still chasing down Owen. He is not giving up on this fight. I wonder if Yagizan knows that Owen has got a 3-second penalty.
Give a mark on the inside of Slash and picks up the position as well.
Slash is now not having a good ending. We can have a 4-car fight for the win here because Juan Paul and Cavilion are charging hard on Owen and Yagizan.
Of course, Yagizan and Cavilion the only ones without a penalty. So it would be a Mercedes on top for now.
It'll be excellent for Yagizan's confidence heading into Season 8 if he can take the final win for Season 7. It's always nice to end off a season with a win, or just a strong drive in general.
Juan Paul picks up another penalty. Yeah, he's out of contention.
Yeah, definitely now. He's just racing forward to stay on track now. But as far as things stand now, he will drop all the way down to P11 as DRS is re-enabled. It is now time to shine, boys. It is now time to shine. Show the world why this is the best league in the world, as frickin' hell Juan Paul nearly put it right into the barrier there through the first corner. Bloody hell. Don't do that, man. You're giving me a heart attack. Okay, through the corner. Owen has broken that 1-second gap. So Yagizan is going to be the driver under pressure. Come on, Owen, just keep it together. You've got this, man. You've got this. Go, Juan Paul will have DRS as well as Cavilion. Heading down the back straight. Mercedes v Renault v Red Bull. Juan Paul, is he close enough? Is he close enough? It looks like it. But Yagizan defends really well. There we go, there we go, there we go. Here comes Juan Paul once again. On the outside, Yagizan makes sure he defends the inside. And there we go, it is Juan Paul into P2 on the road, but his penalties will definitely not keep him there. As now Cavilion is also going to try and pressure Yagizan. Does Juan Paul have the pace to catch Owen? That's the question.
And does Yagizan and Cavilion have the pace to stay within the 3-second gap?
Look, even if Juan Paul takes the lead from Owen, there's no way he's going to win this race. He has to have like a 15-second gap, and he's not going to do it with 2 laps to go. No way on this planet. And don't forget about Gamer Mark. He's still in this fight. He is still in this fight. We've got 5 cars battling for the lead with 2 laps to go as we start the penultimate lap. You need to tell me to shut up because I'm talking too much tonight.
Now, Cavilion has picked up his second warning. Jakey's out of the race.
Yeah, we've only got 10 drivers left, so if they finish now, these are the 10 drivers that will get the final points in the championship.
Here we go. 6/10 gap between all the drivers, basically, in the top 5.
Okay.
Juan Paul is gaining hard. Is he going to go for a move?
He thinks about it, he thinks about it. He's got his nose in there, he's got his nose in there.
Yellow sector 2 and Cavilion is round.
Cavilion and Gamer Mark! And Gamer Mark! Cavilion and Gamer Mark! Oh no, guys, what are you doing? That promotes Drunkenstein up into P5, Zero up into P4. Oh boy.
Paul has taken the lead from Owen.
Slash is down to P9. I don't know what happened to Slash. Oh boy.
Oh no. Basically this has gifted Yagizan the win if he can stay close. Because Juan Paul has taken the lead for now.
He just has to stay within 3 seconds of Owen. He can forget about Juan Paul. Just stay within 3 seconds of Owen.
Final lap of the season.
Oh, what a beautiful season it has been. Thank you to you, Edis Experience, for being the best commentator buddy ever. This has been awesome, and we're ending off the season on a real high.
Likewise,
man.
mate. Likewise. Drunkestein is wide.
Can't wait for season 8.
Almost hits Drunkestein. He almost hits Cavilion. But Cavilion is now up into P5.
Cavilion can still get a podium here. No, he can't. Owen, he's not close enough to Owen. As what has happened to Yagi-san, he has really dropped off from behind of Owen. He's really dropped away. What has happened there for Yagi-san?
I think he's just taking it easy to the final lap.
Maybe he knows. Maybe he knows.
Yeah, I think he does.
Okay, one pole from Owen in P2. If Juan Paul kept his nose clean of the penalties, he would have had a solid drive tonight. But unfortunately, penalties speak volumes in the world of Formula 1.
Final sector for the last time.
Here we go, final sector for Season 7 of A1 League here in SLR. Through the third to last corner, into the penultimate one, and on track, it will be Juan Paul who crosses the line first, but will it be Owen or will it be Yagi-san to take the win? There goes.
He lets him through.
He lets Owen go, and it doesn't show anything
P2.
yet.
Oh, P3 now.
Cavilion goes up into P2. Drunkestein P3. What happened to Yagi-san there?
What?
He's not classified yet. Hasn't classified yet.
It's glitched.
Yeah, I think it's glitched.
Yeah, it might be.
That was a really weird ending.
Let's quickly see if the results show.
It says Yagi-san is in 10th. Huh.
I think he won there. I honestly think he was the one who took the win there. Yagi won, Owen 2 and Cavilion 3. Okay, so
Yeah.
we've got a double
won.
Red Bull podium, but not 1-2 like we said. Congratulations to the Mercedes driver. He's in on the podium. P7, VTech was, I don't think it was reclassified because he left the session, so it's Juan Paul, what's that, P7? That was a good finale, I'm not gonna lie. That was a good finale indeed. Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Will you do the invites for our 3 podium position guys, or should I?
I'm sending the invites now.
Okay, sweet. We're gonna do them one by one, or gonna do them all together?
I want to start with the P1. Let's see, Yagi-san, what's his gamer tag again?
I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait for a couple more laps because there was like 3 laps left. And then yeah, Game Mark touched the back of me, and yeah, that's all she wrote actually. So I'm quite yeah, sad right now to be honest. It's emotions, man.
Yeah.
No, I can get that completely. But heading into Season 8, I think the momentum is with you. And good luck for Season 8, Cavilian.
Yeah,
yes.
Thanks, man. And yeah, a lot of appreciation for the commentators, man. You were really awesome this season. So hopefully we'll see you back next season, both of you.
Also,
definitely.
Blum
Yeah.
will translate.
Okay.
Yeah, so now we have our number one driver,
Speak English.
Yagi-san, but he doesn't speak English. So we have Mr. Blunt, who's gonna translate. I think.
Okay, Barry, you can start with the questions.
So, Yagi-san, GG on winning by well, being a lap down, according to the standings. Just to tell us, how did your race go, basically? Okay.
Okay. From my side, throughout the whole season, Yagi-san has definitely been, as I would call him, Captain Consistency. He's had consistency throughout the whole season, and just in those the final 10 laps with the last few safety cars was a little bit crazy. What was going through Yagi-san's mind those final few laps?
Okay.
Which is excellent to have in these races. From my side, well done, Yagi-san. You did your second win of the season with 2 excellent drives. Keep it up for Season 8.
Once again, GG to our fan favorite still for the season. Because Mr. Yagi-san, it's been coming for a long time.
Mr. Yagi-san, sir? Well done. Great race, bro. Great race.
Grazie.
Okay.
All right, and we have Mr. Owen left, I think.
You there, Owen? Yes.
Hello.
Bud.
Good old
From
commentator.
my side.
How are you doing?
Yes. Excellent race from your side. Qualifying performance as well. You had a really strong quali performance. In those final few laps, you were actually battling. Well, the final half of the race, you were battling quite hard with your teammate. Did you think you had everything to take the win here today?
If I didn't get the penalty, I was going to win the race. Pretty much, I knew that.
and I had the pace on the mediums because I knew that when the top 2 didn't pit under the second safety car, I would lead it. But yeah, the penalty sort of undid everything. I tried my hardest to pull a gap in the last 2 laps as well, but then Bois came past, and like I can't fight him, so I had to let him go, and he held me up a bit. Annoying, honestly.
Yeah, it was really weird because he had so many penalties and so many seconds added to his time that I just found it really weird that he was still trying to fight so hard. But yeah,
well,
it is allowed, so yeah.
It is annoying, but well. Second is still good. I didn't really think I'd get much pace today. I was really worried about this one. But certainly, I mean, it's better than last week, isn't it? Anything can be better than that, so. I think I got P3 in the championship as well, I believe. So, you know, I missed a few races at the start of the season. I think I could have been a bit higher up, but I'll take P3.
Yeah, nice, man. GG.
Looking at the championship, you have sealed a solid P3. There was nobody that could touch you. I actually checked the beginning of before we raced as well. So you did get the bronze in the championship. So congratulations for that. And heading into season 8, actually, I wanted to ask you this question personally. You think you will be able to go for the championship win in season 8 now that Jojo is gone? We have to have a new champion at the end of season 8. You think you're going to be able to go for that?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I think I'll have good pace on the next game because obviously, I mean, I've got a slight advantage. I know I've been testing the game, so I'll already know a bit about it. I'm already getting to grips with no assists already, actually, so I don't know what tier I'll actually end up signing up for. But whatever one I do go for, I feel quite confident already for it.
That is always excellent news. And last thing, your general opinion about the season. I know there was a few times you had real bad luck. I can remember back to Canada when you were just shoved off the road into the barrier. I also feel if you had better luck, you would have gotten a lot higher up in the championship. But still, an absolutely solid drive from you to still seal P3 in the championship. So if your luck changes, you're going to be much higher up, and you will definitely be there with Cavillion.
Yeah, I just hope I can not bottle wins. There's 2 races at least this season I messed up with, either a penalty today and that slide I had in Hungary. So I've got to eliminate the mistakes there. But yeah, certainly first season here. Good start. I think I can certainly improve from here on out.
Yes, and to the future for you, bud. Good luck, and I'm really curious to see what you do in season 8.
Cheers.
There we have it. Our first podium interviews. Done.
I like this. We need to do this more. I like this.
Yeah, we do.
I'm glad that Neen actually suggested this. This is an awesome thing to do. But other than that, that has been season 7 of SLR A1 League.
Oh, I'm gonna get emotional now. It's the last race. We commentate.
Yeah, same here. I was just wanted to tell you, like, I'm gonna be like, don't cry. Be a man.
Don't cry.
Oh wow!
Nah, it's been fun, man.
From my side,
in a month and a half, 2 months, then we'll be back as well.
Yeah, but just before we end stream, from my side, being one of the new guys, I want to thank all of you guys from SLR for the warm welcome and actually supporting me with this whole commentating with you, Barry. I've made a few stupid mistakes, I'm not gonna lie, that whole commentating thing when we went to USA. But it's been an awesome experience. I love every second of doing this with you guys, and I'm really looking forward to the future. So to all of you, you as well, Barry, thank you for giving me the opportunity, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Yeah, of course, man. I hate you too. Love you. Alright, let's end it off.
Yes.
This has been NSX Barry, and this has also been Mr.